Find out the incredible news from this week's jobs report from the Department of Labor. It is Thursday, folks. Which major national company is looking to employ more than 3,000 new employees? And the great news of a group of Americans that have seen their salaries hit an all-time high, and how to get a profitable job yourself. So stay tuned. My goal in these videos is to give you the best information and access to government and private money for yourself, loved ones, and your business. So stay tuned to the channel for business and personal videos, real estate, stock market, crypto, credit, and investments to generate you income and save you lots of money. Right now, I hope you guys are doing well, which means it's time to talk about the current state of the U.S. economy and the unemployment rates across America in the weekly jobs report from our friends over at the Department of the Labor. Yes, those guys that we pay for with our tax dollars. This week's jobs report shows amazing news for the economy and unemployment rate. It's actually gotten a lot better, as they were lower than last week's numbers and beat out the estimates of our folks, the economists over at the Dow Jones that try and predict this stuff. That's got to be a tough job, right? The weekly jobs report shows that 340,000 Americans filed for their first-time unemployment. This is never good, but it is what it is. But this is lower than the previous week of 354,000 revised initial claims, and beats out estimates of those Dow Jones folks who predicted 345,000, so they were close, unemployment claims. Peter Brookvar, Chief Investment Officer at Brickley Advisory Group, explained, quote, "Bottom line, we know we now have the lowest initial filing for claims and smallest level of continued claims since everything changed in our lives in March of last year," end quote. This is incredible news from the economy as well as the unemployment rate across America, and hopefully this is just the start of a new streak of declining initial unemployment claims. People can get back to work, and hopefully this is reaching out to you in your neighborhood, and you're doing fantastic. Meanwhile, the high-flying folks over at Delta Airlines recently announced that they will be doubling the number of flight attendants in plans to employ as travel picks up across America. So you might want to check out going over there. The popular airline announced earlier this week that they're hiring 1,500 safety and service-oriented professionals that will join the 2021 and 2022 flight attendant class, along with the already announced 1,500 current new employees. So congratulations, everybody over there. And for people that would love to fly in the skies with Delta, make sure you contact them. Delta CEO Ed Baston explained, quote, "We are now in the active recovery of our business, and the challenges of getting our airline fully back to the service level our customers expect and deserve is daunting in light of the huge surge in demand for that we've been experiencing," end quote. It's great to see the airlines and the travel industry getting back to normal. Their pay is pretty phenomenal, which they're touting that as well. And this could be the perfect new situation, employment situation for you and somebody you know that's looking for unemployment for a new full-time job. That's a huge number to fill, so there's a good chance you might qualify and you might be able to get a job there. And finally, a stunning new report from the National Association of Colleges and Employers found that college students' starting salaries are at an all-time high compared to the past few years. They found that the average starting salary for a college class of 2020 was $55,260, which is 2.5% higher than the class of 2019 at $53,889. So not bad, $2,000 increase, and 8.5% higher than the class of 18, which was $50,944. Sean Vidrizel, Executive Director of NACE, NACE, states, in some cases, salary increases most likely reflect those unique times. For example, the increase in demand for nurses on the front lines working during the may have fueled 2.1% increase in the average starting salary, end quote, which they were trying to get people in there. Andrea J. announced at Nice Research Manager, quote, technical majors technically are the highest paid, as they are usually the highest in demand. The greater need for technology in the new virtual world that we live in and work as computer-related majors account for 4 of the top 10 paying bachelor's degree from the class of 2020, end quote. This is fascinating data, don't you think? And I'd love to know down in the comments, did you go to a college and cover these things? If so, what did you get from that? What do you think about that? And what field are you working on? I would love to know what field you're working in, especially my audience. I love you guys. If you still haven't applied for your unemployment assistance and you had a gap in employment, make sure you earn yourself a cold one on this Thirsty Thursday, where it's actually hot in Vegas. Simply check out your state's PUA, which is the unemployment assistance, or your UI website, which is unemployment insurance. Show them your employment history, your identification documents, fill out the application as genuinely and honestly as possible to the best of your ability. They're really not trying to trick you. For being honest and truthful and answering some simple questions, you could receive a backdated check of up to $20,000, an unemployment check. If you've had a huge gap in employment, make sure you don't miss out on the money that you would have gotten, especially if you're a gig worker, self-employed, independent contractor, Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, FedEx driver that gets the 1099. You got a side hustle, or you're a freelancer. Maybe you sell on eBay. Whatever your side hustle might be, the PUA will help you get the amazing government disaster relief funds that are for the unemployment insurance people. You guys also have it too. Please keep sharing your experience when you've had an experience with the PUA and unemployment benefits in your state, because it helps the whole community to keep everybody in the know of what's going on. Please share your information with us in the comments. You also enter to win $2,000. So stay safe out there. Take care of yourself.
I think that he really resonated with a lot of it, because I was no less than 32 hours, 50 shows were sold out.
How much did you spend on marketing?
Really nothing.
Nothing? My heart craves off it. Please just tell me the truth.
But, please don't get upset when I say this, but I got into the entertainment business for traditional talent.